Today we are discussing about the name of the chapter, matter in chemistry. So some important points you should remember and learn about some important points which are coming into the polytechnic examination. A compound is a substance which consists of two or more elements combined in a fixed ratio by mass. Both elements and compounds are pure substances. There are two types of mixtures, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. In homogeneous mixture, the composition is uniform throughout, whereas heterogeneous mixture has no uniform composition. A solution is a homogeneous mixture in larger proportion is called solvent, while the other present in small amount is called solute. Solution of any substance in water is known as aqueous solution, and in any other solvent like alcohol, CCl4 carbon tetrachloride is known as non-aqueous solution. Solids have definite shape, gas do not. Intermolecular space between the constant units varies in order. Solids less than liquids is less than gases. Solids expand on heating. There are three laws of chemical combination. Law of constant composition, law of multiple proportion, law of reciprocals. So now we are see some multiple choice questions. Molecule in solids. Molecules in solids are free to move about, cannot move, can slide over each other, tend to fly away. So the correct answer is B, cannot move. Molecules in a solid cannot move. They are fixed with a electrostatic forces. The second one is which of the following is not an element? Sodium, gold, soil, carbon. Soil is the correct answer. Which of the following is the symbol of metal that occurs in liquid from the ordinary temperature? Sodium, tin, lead, mercury. Mercury is the correct answer. Yes, next. On heating, solid is directly converted into gaseous state. This process is called sublimation, evaporation, diffusion, condensation. The right answer is sublimation. Which of the following is a least compressible gas, liquid, solid? None of these. Solids are least compressible. The various physical properties of a substance may include color, odor, and taste only, hardness, solubility, and density only, melting point and boiling point only. D, all the above. The answer is D, all the above. Subatomic particles of atoms are protons, electrons, neutrons, D, all the above. All the above is the right answer. The state in which molecular attraction are very strong, that is answer, that is option A, solids, B, liquid, C, gas, D, none of the above. Solid is the right answer. Intermolecular space is the least in water, steam, ice, all of them. Here the right answer is ice. Which of the following is not a mixture? Air, seawater, Ice, soil. Here the answer is ice. The process of converting gas into liquid on cooling is called evaporation, condensation, diffusion, sublimation. The right answer is condensation. An atom is the smallest particle of the matter known, the smallest particle of gas, the smallest individual particle of an atom that can take part in chemical reaction, radioactivity emission. The right answer is A, the smallest particle of matter known. Which of the following is an example of mixture? Sugar, brass, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. So brass is the right answer. Which of the following is not a chemical change? Rusting of iron, converting water into steam, making curd from milk, heating coal. The right answer is converting water into steam. A chemical equation is means of representing chemical and physical properties of reaction of molecules, of acquiring instructions for the preparation of a compound, of representing a chemical change by means of symbols and formulae. D. Of showing the kind of element present in a mixture. The right answer is C. A chemical equation is a mixture of representing a chemical change by means of symbols and formulae. In a balanced chemical equation, the reactant side and the producted side have the same number of atoms, molecules, ions, electrons. The right answer is atoms. In a chemical reaction, Mg plus O2 gives rise to 2MgO. Oxygen represents atom of oxygen joined together in a molecule, molecules of oxygen, grams of oxygen, moles of oxygen. Right answer is atoms of oxygen joined together in a molecule. The chemical formula of compound, sorry, the correct formula for ammonium phosphate, N2H6PO4, NH3 thrice PO4, NH4 thrice PO4, NH4 twice PO4. The right answer is NH4 thrice PO4. That is the formula for ammonium phosphate. A metal sulfide has the formula MsO4. A chloride of the same metal will have the formula M2Cl2, M2Cl, MCl2, MCl. A metal sulfide has the formula MsO4. A chloride of the same metal will have the formula MCl2 is the right answer. The valency of carbonate radical. So the valency of carbonate radical, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 is the right answer. The formula for potassium permanganate is K2MnO4, KMnO4, K2Mn2O4, KMn2O4. The right answer is KMnO4. Which of the following is not a compound? Sugar, common salt, diamond, plaster of Paris. Which of the following is not a compound? Diamond. Atomic theory was given by John Dalton, Niels Bohr, Rutherford, Haber-Bosch. John Dalton is the right answer. Atomicity of phosphorus is. Atomicity of phosphorus is. Here the given answers are 1, 2, 4, 6. 4 is the right answer. Atomicity is the number of atoms in a molecule of an element. Suppose if we see the element of phosphorus, it is having 4 atoms. That's why we will write as P4. At the same time, sulfur is having 8 atoms. We will write as S8. That 8 shows the atomicity of that molecule. Sorry, atomicity of that atom. The number of atoms present in a molecule of an element is known as the number of atoms present in a molecule of an element is known as atomicity. The symbol of tin, Sn, Pb, Pr, tin, Sn. The formula of quicklime, CaOH twice, CaCl2, CaO, CaSO4. CaO is the right answer. Quicklime. Tap water is compound, mixer, an element, none of these. Tap water is a mixer. Scattering of light by colloidal particles is known as Tyndall effect, Brownian motion, reflection, rectilinear propagation. The right answer is Tyndall effect. Scattering of light by colloidal particles is known as Tyndall effect. Soil is an example of homogeneous mixture, element, compound, heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. Which of the following non-metal occur in liquid form at room temperature? Very, very important this one. Bromine, carbon, sulfur, chloride. Bromine is the only liquid on non-metal. Distilled water is a mixture, compound, element, none of this. Distilled water is a compound. Which out of following is a homogeneous mixture? Milk, steel, smoke, a soil. Which out of the following is homogeneous mixture? Steel. The law of multiple proportion was discovered by John Dalton, Richard Joseph Proust, A. Lavoisier. John Dalton is the right answer. John Dalton is the right answer. Brass is an example of homogeneous compound, heterogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture, heterogeneous compound. Brass is an example of homogeneous mixture. Which of the following is not a noble gas? Which of the following is not a noble gas? So, helium, neon, argon, and hydrogen. Hydrogen is the right answer. Which of the following is not a compound? Sulfur dioxide, chalk, lead, sulfuric acid. Lead. Lead is not a compound. So these are the some important multiple choice questions which are very important in the examination. Properties of colloids. Properties of colloids. Colloids are heterogeneous in nature. They are not visible to naked eye. Colloid particles are always involving in a zigzag motion which is known as Brownian motion. The scattering of light by colloidal particles is known as Tyndall effect. Concentration of a solution is expressed as mass percentage or weight percentage. Mass percentage is the number of particles by mass of the solute per 100 parts of mass of solution. So the mass of solution is equals to small w plus capital W, and the mass percentage of solute is W by W plus capital W into 100. This is a formula. This formula is very, very important. Okay.